How to put a visit on Evisits. Once you've done the initial title, then you'll see a screen that looks similar to this. So you can either press draft or visit form, and this will bring up your visit form. And so this is just one form that you have to fill in. All these top boxes will be red when you first click onto it. But just to save time, I've pre-populated some of the areas. So we've got our title, London, which will come up. A few notes about what we're going to do. So this is a trip to the Globe Theatre. It's an overnight trip, and there's a bit of sightseeing as well. So I'll put that in there. Will this visit take place at least one night? Yes, it will. And what accommodation will be used? Here there's a drop-down list of accommodation. And so you may have your accommodation already on here. If not, then you may have to add a new provider. Click on that. Where you see a red asterisk, and this is the same anywhere on the form, that's what you have to fill in. The rest of it, you don't have to fill in. So just make sure you do that. So fill in the provider's name. What category you want is crucial. If it's just accommodation, click accommodation. If it's more than accommodation, so the provide activities as well, click both, or it might just be the venue that you're going to. And then press save. Accommodation details, if you need to put anything else on there, such as booking numbers or reference numbers. Then we've got the date you're going, and there's an easy calendar to click on here. If it's a day trip and that's something that's going to happen every week, then you can do that, and it'll click on for multiple dates for you, or every month, etc. What time will you be leaving? Put that. Is this visit out of hours? Yes, it will be. And then there's the purpose of the visit. So again, there's a drop-down list here with a number of different purposes there. You also have to put in an outcome as well. And this is one of the red asterisk boxes. So here I've just put enable students to experience live theatre and develop drama skills. So something as simple as that. And you can put as many outcomes as you want. And that's good, for instance, if Ofsted come in and need to see what learning outside the classroom activities that you've been doing. The next one is where you're going. So is it going abroad? No, it's not. And then the travel method. And again, there's a drop-down list of different methods there of travel. Any additional information about the travel. So I've just put about the coach, where it's going to drop off the students, where it's going to pick them up, etc. Then age ranges, and again, we're just looking at a drop-down list there. Does this visit make use of a venue provider? Yes, it does. So again, put the National Theatre, and here there's another drop-down list with quite a few different venues on, which is pre-populated. However, for this one, I had to add as a new provider. Also, I'll put the Globe Theatre there. Where are we departing from? Just school. No further details are required there. So we can see what is still red at the moment. So what activities we'll be doing. Does this visit have activities that are led and provided by the school? Well, yes, it does. So is this activity adventurous? No, it's not. Activity leading information. Well, here I don't want to put the same information that I've already put in the risk assessments. So I've just put C risk assessments here. Are there any additional providers? No, they're not. Is it DFE? No, it's not. Itinerary. And again, I don't want to make work for myself, so I'll just put C attached itinerary, which will be in the attachment section below. Please confirm whether parents or guardians have given consent. Yes, they have. Are the significant risks and safety measures for the visit satisfactorily dealt with within existing establishments, written procedures or generic risk assessments? Yes, they are. So I've ticked that, and you can see that the what has now gone green. There's an area of cost. I haven't bothered to put anything in there. And then staffing. So who'll be leading the visit? It's my colleague, Alison, but she can't do the whole thing on her own. So we'll send Rachel along as well. Then another little red asterisk is here. So you do have to put something here. What you can do is pre-populate this with all your class numbers, or if you've got class names, they can all be in this section, but that's something that you have to do in the administration area. If you want to do that, get in touch with us and we can help you do that, or we can do it for you. Here though, I've just put year group and I've just put class there, so that's populated there. Numbers and who's going, the emergency contact information, and then are there any members of the group with additional needs? And again, I've put see the educational healthcare plan and annotated all visits risk assessment. And then we move on to the documents that we have to upload for this visit. So the minimum documents, well, we always have the all visit risk assessment. So that's the generic risk assessment that covers the main risk management when you're out on any trip, whether it's a trip out for an hour locally or whether it's a trip overseas. The all visit risk assessment covers that. And there's an area within that where you can annotate to add additional risk management measures as well. Then, because it's overnight, it'll need a residential risk assessment, because that's something that you don't normally do. And so you need to look at the safety measures and control measures there. And then because we've got a river cruise, the all visits covers the coach trip. So it's got a section there to cover minibus or coach, which is the common form of travel used or mode of travel. However, we're going on a river cruise, so we need a separate risk assessment for that to look at the risk management there. We're also going to a large city, so we're going to London. There are potential terrorist risks there, or there may be demonstrations. And so we've got our city and events risk assessment that covers that. And then, as mentioned before, we always need an itinerary, and the itinerary enables the educational visit coordinator to check that the necessary risk assessments are in place. And then if it comes to ourselves as visits advisors, again, we know exactly what's going on. And the itinerary, all it needs to be is the letter that's sent out to parents or guardians with a detailed itinerary of what's happening, because they also need to know as well, if they're going to give consent for this trip to happen for their child, it has to be informed consent. And so if you just upload that letter, then again, that saves the amount of paperwork that you have to do. Then there's a section here, well, there's one for miscellaneous, so you can put different things there if there's other issues that you need to put in. And then additional needs here. So mentioned that we've got a child who's got an educational healthcare plan, so we've put that in there. That may need to be updated if it only covers for in school and in the grounds, so you need to make sure it's covered for out of school activities as well. And also we've got a assessment of medical issues as well for that young person. If you're halfway through and you haven't quite finished, then you can save using save drafts. Otherwise, press submit, and then that goes off, and then that will go to the EVC for assessment. Is it successfully submitted? And that's it. If you need any help and any problems, just contact us at the school's visit service. Thank you.